Thanks for joining me at the Chain Sprocket, and if this is your first time visiting, well, welcome. If you're returning back, thank you for stopping by, and this is the second instalment of the CARfari Chinwags, and in this episode I'm talking about the all-new Porsche Cayenne Coupe Turbo GT. And as you will have seen in the intro, it's pretty mega. Now the reason I thought I'd share this update with you is this particular car will debut at this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is on Friday the 8th of July through to the weekend. This is perhaps a slightly unusual and left field vehicle to shine a light on, and whilst I'm not an SUV hater, I wouldn't normally make a big deal out of such a large land yacht such as this, but it does have something extra special, and that badge does mean that this car comes crafted by some of the finest and most passionate car lovers out there. So let's remind ourselves of where the Cayenne brand began. Launched in 2002, the Cayenne was revealed in S and turbo trim, both with V8 power plants. Then along came the V6 variant in 2003, but we can skip over that one. With V8 power on the S at 350 horsepower and on the turbo at 450, back then that was a serious set of numbers for a car that could do the school run or tot around the local riding club. Even better, the range-topping Turbo S delivered near enough 550 bhp, which sent it to 60 miles an hour in 4.6 seconds, making use of a mighty 750 Nm of torque through a 6-speed Tiptronic automatic gearbox, which in the early noughties was seriously impressive. There have been a number of iterations of the Cayenne over the years, but I think Porsche have really found their groove with the Coupe and the Coupe GT. Like a lot of other German brands, couped SUVs seem to be a growing trend, and that's probably because they have the looks that could turn even the most committed Greenpeace polar bear. But are these sorts of cars really necessary in this day and age? Well, for starters, the V8 in this beast whops out a mind-blowing 650 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque. Turbo noises! I mean, come on, who doesn't love the sound of a wastegate whooshing? All of that power means 0 to 62 in 3.3 seconds. It's honestly unbelievable. The GT is not just trying to play in the supercar arena, it is one. Featuring a reworked 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission, uprated all-wheel drive and enhanced PTM or Porsche Traction Management, this car will put down the power come rain or shine and embarrass a lot of smaller, lighter performance cars. The GT is also 17mm lower than the standard turbo coupe, with additional camber dialed in to aid tyre contact, which all adds up to be a more rewarding and focused drive. The athleticism continues. The exhaust has been subject to a diet with the deletion of the centre resonator silencer, plus from the centre back the use of titanium has helped to reduce weight and improve the exit of the exhaust gases. The unique GT roof mounted spoiler is actually a functioning aero edition, which contributes to an increase of 40 kilograms of downforce at top speed. The list goes on: unique GT front bumper, larger air intakes, 22-inch alloy wheels in Neodyme. Neodyme? I mean, what is Neodyme? So I guess one of the questions that could be asked is, why would you buy this over a Lamborghini URUS? Well, the answer to that is you'd have to pay around another £20,000 to get a comparable specification. In truth, these cars are more alike than perhaps you imagine. They both share components from the VWG parts bin, albeit slightly reworked, depending on which camp you sit in, but the heart of the beast still remains the same, which is the twin-turboed V8, and some of the specs and features are very close. But anyway, back to the Porsche. From every dimension, the new GT is a force to be reckoned with. There are reminders everywhere that this car means business, from the carbon fibre exterior finishes to the carbon roof, black wheel arch extensions and extended Alcantara interior. Add that to the racing driver's 12 o'clock yellow marker on the steering wheel and you'd be fooled into thinking this car was a track-ready 911 GT3 RS. So I guess the real question is, why? And again, why does this car need to even exist in a world today? Is it a Cayenne trying to be a 911, or is it a 911 trying to be a Cayenne? As SUVs go, this is a great looking car and sure to grab attention of those who know what they're looking at. I guess the buyer of a £143,000 Porsche land yacht has to decide if they want a track day weapon that every little boy wants on a poster, or do they want a practical 4-seat supersized coupe that they can take the family, the dog and some luggage down to Monaco, with the likeliness that they'll have to further explain what this car really is when asked, what are you driving these days? Thanks for popping by for this brief chinwag, and if you're visiting Goodwood this weekend, why not take a look for yourself, assuming you can pry yourself away from the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Let me know your thoughts on the Cayenne Coupe GT in the comments, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Like it if you enjoyed the video, share it if you loved it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more.